It must be Wednesday because it's ComicGains! If you're new to the show, I'm Adam.
I'm Zach, and this is Princess. Back. She's back, Her Royal Highness, doing the Princess
she
Wave.
is back. I didn't even know she was there.
Got on respect, and of course,
I knew Coco was there. Oh, Dancing Coco. The Dancing Coco.
All
right. You guys ready to get angry? Because Zach is angry.
I am always angry. It's my secret power.
Always angry. Yeah, we got a really cool episode for you today, guys. Some really fun articles came out on Bleeding Cool, and I don't know if it hit home. I really got angry about it, but we'll discuss it. It'll be the first thing to kick off the show. But let's let our friends trickle in. Let the people show up. And a good way to do that is to put a little bacon in front of the.
Oh yeah, the smell-o-vision.
Right.
It's a new thing. We installed it in all your computers and phones. What does it smell like?
But Zach doesn't have bacon, so he has.
Farts.
Prime?
Prime. Oh, there it is.
I don't know.
Farts?
The farts? No farts.
Yours? You got a strawberry watermelon prime. It's energy drink. I don't know if I had this one before.
Did you prime the top?
Shake it, shake it. No. This is carbonated, guys.
That one is carbonated?
I am pretty sure.
Slightly carbonated?
Slightly carbonated with a twist.
We'll be doing new comic book day as well, guys. And a new Ultimates book came out for us to do a quick review on as well. So stay tuned to the end if you want to hear the Ultimates review.
It's very nice.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You know what else is pretty darn good? Hanging out with us on Whatnot. Almost every Saturday, Princess will be on this weekend, guys. So if you haven't got enough of your Princess for the week, come hang out with her at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The boys will be in the background. Coco will be there for sure. Great deals, 30-second auctions, dollar starts. Fantastic. All right, let me say hi to some peeps that made their way in. Ciro in the house. How's it going, Ciro? Always good. We'll see you on Whatnot as well, too. Shadow 4T, our brother. Shadow making it out early. Princess is here. Oh, yeah, she's here.
Yeah.
Baki. Oh, good to see Baki. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Nuck in the house, always making it out. And Milt as well. Good to see you, Milt. Steve made it out. Princess has got jeans on. We're all set. Mighty Mike got the quad flex. Right? Zach loves a quad flex.
Quad flex.
Yeah. Quadriflex. All right. Okay. So let's get into it a little bit. We'll kick things out. Normally we do New Comic Book Day first, but we have a very interesting thumbnail. And this is something that I read on Bleeding Cool and I thought was really interesting. So I shared it with the team. They thought it'd be a good idea to talk about it. So it's a new initiative that Marvel was coming up. You burn your hand? The fireplace is real. It's a new initiative that Marvel is coming out with where they decided to put a QR code at the back of certain new X-Men comics from Out of the Ashes. Nelvis, what's up? And funny thing, if you guys watch the show, we all picked up all the new X-Men books. So Uncanny X-Men, X-Men, I know for some reason there's two of those books, and then NYX, as well as the new X-Factor that just came out today. The very last page is a QR code. Maybe Princess can show you what a QR code looks like. I didn't even notice. So I read this book and I was like, what the heck? I'm not just gonna scan a random. Doesn't a QR code kind of feel like answering a phone call or something?
Yeah,
but you don't know who it is.
Yeah, but you did scan that one for image. No, what's that image?
Oh yeah, I did do that.
And we got that mystery box.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I just skipped it, didn't even think anything. I'm like, okay, there's a cool X with a barcode with a QR code in the middle. Well, it turns out it was a whole initiative that this guy, if you guys don't know, the executive vice president of Marvel Comics is Tom Brevoort. Ooh. And he's also the lead editor of all things X-Men at Marvel right now. So he's in charge of everything. So he thought it'd be a good idea to put this code at the end, and it would give you the last missing page of your story. So if you're reading the book and you get to the end, then you scan the QR code and you get the last page you need. I don't know. Some people are saying this might have something to do with piracy stuff. I don't really see that the case because it's way online and you can see all the missing pages pretty easily, even though we actually have the books as well. Agu in the background lurking. How's it going, dude? But a lot of people got really upset about this barcode, and Tom, I guess, got back when he got back from San Diego Comic-Con. Tom Brevoort, he posted some of the angry messages that he received online, and I thought I'd read one of them to you because they're pretty funny. So this is just one of the messages that a fan sent in to Tom, and he said, "F you and your QR codes. I just canceled my Marvel titles because your stupid idea. I hope you get fired. Then I hope you lose all your money and you're living on the streets. And when you're at a homeless shelter, I hope they make you scan a QR code to get your soup. But since you're so broke, you have no phone and they won't let you have any, so it's dumpster food for you. Anyways, F you." So, like, I don't know if anybody needs to be that angry about it. That's probably a little too overboard. But he responded back, and I thought this was maybe not the best way to do it if you're like customer service wise, but he said, I really need, this is Tom responding back to the comment, "I really need to give you guys proper points for cleverness. Henry, this is a funny little note. On the other hand, if you're demanding people be fired and left destitute and homeless because they gave you a bonus material, but you don't like the way it was done, then I'm sorry, your priorities might just be a little bit askew. But you do you." So, so I thought it was interesting. If you like dig a little deeper about the QR code, though, one of the things that is kind of nuts about, like, and I was sharing with Zach, is a lot of books now are digitally read. Like, a lot of people buy their books digitally. So what are you supposed to do when you're reading on your phone and you get to the end of your digital book and it's a QR code? Like, how are you going to scan your own phone? That doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. Especially if you want to go digital, like you said. Like, what the heck?
So, yeah. Plus, I mean, if you're a little bit, there's a lot of kids that don't have phones under the age of like 13 or 15. And like, what are they supposed to do? Like, go grab their parents to go check out the QR code? Or what if like 60 years from now that website doesn't even exist that the QR code attaches to, and then you can't even see it? So just some funny stuff. I think people probably got way too upset about it, but I thought it was an interesting topic that they added all this stuff in. And by the looks of it, Bleeding Cool reported on this, and they did like 2 more articles after it. Sounds like it's already been canceled and they're not going to be doing any more of it. But
Thomas Caps.
How do you feel about the QR codes, Zach? You like them?
Not really, not particularly. There was one instance of where you could scan a QR code and listen to music on another book. I thought that was kind of nice.
Cool.
That was cool, and I think that's the idea he stole it from. Honestly, and what was that book called again?
We Live.
We Live.
But then also you could do it on Ninja Funk.
Too. Ninja Funk. Okay. So that was cool. This not so much. The issue is, well, not the issue is. The thing is, either they're trying to make more money by doing this, or they're trying to save money. So I think they're actually trying to save money by having one less page printed. I don't know exactly
how much. That does make
a
big deal. But also they printed the QR code on the full page instead.
Yeah, but it's like black and white mostly, and
think that saves that much money?
It's probably like the airplane companies. They save money by giving people one less olive, and it ends up entire year. It ends up being like $10,000 or something like that. So people are willing to save
olives on the airplane.
I don't know. You have one of those drinks that have the olives in it, and they're supposed to give you 3, but they only give you 2.
Anymore. They give you olives.
That's all you get now. Olives. But yeah. They're going to try to find any way to save money. And this might be, something, either they're trying to save money or they're trying to get more people to buy their books. So maybe like, hey, they thought the QR code would actually sell more books. But the thing is, you're selling one page less of a book. Stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not angry.
Let me say hi to some more people. Some more people popped in. Steve Sayer letting us know he picked up Transformers 11, DC versus Vampire, Venom War, and Spider-Man Venom War, Spider-Man 1, Absolute Power, Task Force, and Robin Lives too. Damn, that's a bunch of books. So we got a bunch of fist bumps from Agu. Good to see you. Milk thinks the QR code is stupid. I think so as well. Kenneth in the house. How's it going, Kenneth? And greetings from Weapon X. How's it going? Thomas Caps made it in. Weapon X let us know the QR code is being set up so it will have you auto tip the artist and writer of the book. Although those people probably should get more money for the hard work that they do that. But if you go in there, auto tips them, that could be. He's flying Spirit Airlines. Yeah. Jeff Coy, welcome in. The olive is real.
Yeah.
I used to get 3 olives. Now I'm gonna get 2.
Well, look it up. It actually is a real thing. It came out like 10 years ago or something like that, and it was kind of teddy bear. Anyways, that's about airplanes. We're talking about comics.
That's neither here nor there. Airplane talk. All right, but QR codes. I don't know. Let us know down in the comments if you have any thoughts on them at the back of the book. I thought it was interesting. I just like the comments that people left for Tom to let him know how much they don't like the QR code. So let's get into some new comic book day, though. That's what we came here to play. Nice, decent stack. I'm still waiting on those 3 books from like a couple weeks ago that I haven't got. So we'll have to see. Ooh. Oh, Spirit Airlines is great. Just got carried on. Oh, okay. All right. Did you scan it? I haven't yet, Nuptech. I didn't. I may. I'm gonna read the X-Force one pretty soon, so I may scan that one in the back just to see what's going on. But if you go on Google, it shows you like all the missing pages, and I think they're like important stuff you needed for the story. So I may have missed what was going on at the end of the story.
Yeah.
You know how that goes. All right, we got Venom issue number 36. This is a Venom War tie-in, and we actually have, this is regular cover A. It's not even like a variant cover, but they do an homage to Amazing Spider-Man 129. Yeah, so this is the time for Venom War. The older guy on the front is Dylan Brock from the future. He sort of looks like Cable for some reason. Apparently everybody in the future gets the Cable haircut. That's just like the jam. They're like, yep, you're from the future, get you the Cable haircut.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see where this is going. I did read Venom War #1, and it was pretty goofy. Like, there was like a wrestling match going on, like a real WWF wrestling match, and then Venom's team jumped in and wrestled the wrestlers, and then obviously beat them because they're just regular dudes, and they seemed really confused because they wanted it to be fake, and then Dylan was kind of like getting his team put together to go against Venom, and at the end, he doesn't have any powers because he doesn't have the Venom symbiote, and at the end, his like, not a clone, but it's him from the future shows up. So it's like, I'm guessing this book is going to be how that guy became, how Dylan became what he looks like in the future.
Yeah, interesting.
All right? I'm not super excited over it. I'm still reading the Venom stuff, but I don't think I'll get any more of the Venom War after that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, the Venom War is like maybe questionable.
A question. Will Down be still writing Transformers after issue 12? I didn't hear anything that he wasn't writing Transformers, Steve, but I'll let you know if something comes up. Name change, what's up? Yeah, usually I get to hear, I mean, he was drawing it for a while, but then now, might as well just jump into that one. We got Transformers issue 11, Daniel Warren Johnson, Jorge Corona. Yeah, I don't think D-Dubs is, I don't think he's leaving the book. But
okay.
he was writing and drawing for like the first 9 issues, and now Jorge Corona took over the artist work. It almost looks identical, so it's a good job. There's still a lot of just robots beating the heck out of each other. I think 2 different Autobots came from Cybertron through like a portal, and now they'll be like grouping up with the team. There's like another like female type robot. You know, like those skinny waists. Yeah. Don't they have like roller skates for feet?
I think some of them do.
Yeah, don't they? Yeah. Josh Oliver, what's going on? Yeah. Yeah. So, this one, however, we got Vengeance of Moon Knight #8, Jed McKay, and this looks like a guest artist on this one, Paramanik, on this book. I did not get to read issue 7 yet, so I'm not sure where we're at in this one, but it looks like Shroud is back, which is cool. I was kind of hoping they didn't just waste that character, but Moon Knight, obviously Mark Spector is resurrected, I guess. I haven't read that one either, so, but he seems to be resurrected.
He's back, baby.
Yeah, kind of like in Blood Hunt, I guess he kind of came back. And maybe Shroud doesn't want to give up the mantle, so it'd be kind of cool to see how they duke it out together. But fantastic book so far. Moon Knight's been amazing.
Ooh, Transformers still amazing book.
Yeah,
cool.
It is really good. It's just like action. Every Transformers issue is super action packed. It's really hard for me to remember what the ongoing storyline was, because it's just a lot of like missiles and gun firing and just blowing each other up, which is pretty dope. But
very cool.
Very cool. We've got Spider Society issue #1. They did it. They finally did this one. This is I'm not familiar with either of these, but Segura and Godlewski.
Godwhiskey.
Godlow.
I don't know.
Not whiskey.
It sounded good to me. God whiskey.
God whiskey.
Whiskey of the gods.
I doubt this is gonna be like super amazing, but just by like flipping through real quick, it seems like they're just doing a story based on the Spider Society of the movie, and maybe they'll give you like a more in depth of like how the Spider Society works, who's really there,
who does all the paperwork.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there is some underlying mission going on right now in the Spider-Verse where like we remember we got a little like preview of it, that there was like a mystery Sinister Six or something like that, and then we didn't get to see any further.
Yeah.
So
that could be cool.
Yeah.
What I'm curious of, what spider person is the janitor for Spider Society? That's what I want to know.
There's probably a
and the origin story.
Yeah, Milt, the Moon Knight is ongoing, although they did the same thing. A couple other books did that where Moon Knight ended, and then Vengeance of Moon Knight started over again at #1, but it is the same team. So and the story connects completely. So yeah, they did that with like She-Hulk as well. She-Hulk switched from She-Hulk to Sensational She-Hulk, even though it's the same creative team. I don't know, new #1s, but it's still good. Name change says he passed on Spider Society. I almost did, but I feel like there's probably a new Spider-Man in there, you know? Then you're like, probably should get that one. Make sure there's like the new one in there. Someone has to clean up all the webbing.
The janitor.
Oh yeah. All right. This one goes along with the other one. We got Spider-Boy issue #10. It's also like it has to do with the Spider-Verse story ongoing. This is Dan Slott on this book, writing this one, and good cover. The last issue of Spider-Boy got really freaking weird, so he went and found like Madam Web, who's like the younger Madam Web, you know, the Julia Carpenter version.
Yeah, the hot one.
Silk and Aranya, so like those three kind of hang out together, and he's like, hey, remember when you brought everybody back with the blade, and everybody came back, and I finally came back, but nobody remembers who I am. He's like, I want you to redo that spell and fix it so everybody remembers who I am. And then they kind of have like this whole Doctor Strange moment, and for some reason, like Madam Web seems kind of stupid when she does it, and she's like, oh, do the spell, like I don't really know what it is, and then like he gets sucked into the multiverse, and like he basically goes to a different place where there's another Spider character and switches places with them. So like he'll switch with some guy, and then that Spider-Man will swap to be with the three girls, and then he's like, okay, you got to do the mission what this guy was just doing. Like, it's goofy. It's kind of goofy, but we'll see.
Might be good.
He's still trying to figure out like where he all like lays out in the future. Still haven't found Howard the Duck and Spider-Boy yet. Oh, there was that issue. I think it was the last issue before this. Because they had like a fake spider duck that was living with the three girls with Silk and Aranya, and they said he was like a top priority to like figure out like where he was supposed to be because he's a spider character. And then when they realized that he was just Howard the Duck dressed as a spider character taking advantage of the three girls, so they would like dote on him.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Oh, Weapon X said, I'm excited. Yeah, Stephen Platt is back on drawing. Oh, he's drawing a Moon Knight cover?
Oh, damn.
I gotta check that one out, Weapon X. I saw that he's doing a whole bunch of variant covers for DC, and they're like mugshot covers for the Absolute one, so it looks like Superman holding one of those like mugshot signs, but it's like really well drawn. Stephen Platt. So, you know who he is, right, Zach?
Yeah, Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, the famous Moon Knight cover.
That one right there.
I'll definitely have to check that one out, Weapon X. Christy Creative, what's up? I only got Transformers today, but they need to change Ultra Magnus's name to Beta Magnus. I like it.
I'm trying to see. That was good.
I like it. So speaking of, we got Sensational She-Hulk issue #10. And we're just getting into a new arc in this story. It's still a really good, good feel-good story. There is starting to be a little bit of mystery that they're coming back to. So She-Hulk is officially dating Jack of Hearts. And she was secretly dating him, in secret, where nobody else knew. And he was living at her house. And she would go to work and come home, and he would still be there. And then they would do stuff or whatever. But now Captain Marvel wants her to join back up with the Avengers, and now everybody kind of knows he's kind of there, but he doesn't want Tony to know that he's back.
Yeah, because he's gonna start asking some questions like, "How are you still alive?"
Yeah, I know, and the fact that like his old self was basically a giant atomic bomb. So
Yeah.
we'll see where this is ever gonna like go, like eventually lead into. Yeah, Sensational She-Hulk's really good. If you ever get a chance in trade, I really like it. And she's also in a Fight Club, so they always show like those random characters on there, like Titania and the Thing, and they meet up and just punch each other in the face. And they have like special coats that they wear for their Fight Club. Yeah. It's not too intense, but they just meet up in an alley and punch each other.
You don't talk about a superhero Fight Club.
Yeah.
Rule number 1. Rule number 2, refer to rule number 1.
Exactly. I'm really excited about this. We got Miles Morales, Spider-Man issue number 23, Cody Ziegler. Mm-hmm. So this is our first look at Miles back in his book as a what, Zach?
A spider person? What are you trying to say?
A vampire.
Oh, vampire.
Yeah, and what's her name? What the girl?
Headline. Nah, that's not her name. You're talking about this girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
What's her name? I have to look at the picture. Oh, the Vulture character.
I'm drawing a blank.
I am too. What is? Oh, Coco's dying. What is it?
She hasn't really Starling.
Yeah, Starling.
Yeah, Starling. Yeah.
She was comfortable.
She was. So they haven't really, since Starling's not like Cody Ziegler's character, I feel like he has not used her a lot. Every once in a while she shows up and she'll be like in a team with other people and you don't really feel like there's a big connection between Miles and her as much as it was in the last series. But we'll see. I mean, obviously she's on the cover, so he must have plans for her, but he looks like Miles is about to bite her on the neck. Plus, I feel like Miles is juggling like a whole bunch of girls at the same time.
Yeah.
He's really only dating her. I haven't seen him like kiss any of the girls, but there's a lot of other options.
He needs a harem.
A harem?
Yeah, it's a
that
new
could
thing.
come back. A harem could come back.
Yeah, it's a new thing.
We've got Amazing Spider-Man. Hey, Andrew. Happy new comic book day, sir. We got Amazing Spider-Man issue number 55, and there's some news about this book. I actually really like this John Romita Jr. cover. It's a really good, like, just holding the wall up. You know, sometimes that's all you need. It's not like an homage to something, but it just looks good, like classic Spider-Man cover. So Spider-Man was supposed to end, I think, on 54. It might have been 55. And they were supposed to start over with Joe Kelly as the new writer. They're not going to do that for 5 more issues. They didn't really explain why. They were very pleased that Zeb Wells was going to stay on and write 5 more issues, which I'm like, I doubt they're going to have like a lot to do with anything since he only has 5 issues left to write. And he finished his whole like Green Goblin arc. Like Spider-Man was able to get the nasty Green Goblin like thing out of Norman, so now Norman is back to being a good guy again, and they kind of like resolved that whole story, so it's like over. And now they're like at the end of it, they're like, and Zeb Wells is gonna write 5 more issues, but we have no idea what it's gonna be about. So this one says it's him trying to go on a date with some new hot chick. So I think that's what the whole story is gonna be about. So
colon cleanse of the story,
basically, right? It's like, hey, we didn't get our ducks in a row, so we asked Zeb Wells to write 5 more issues.
Please.
I hope he just goes off the rails. Just write something crazy, right? Speaking of going off the rails, we've got X-Men issue number 2. This is the variant cover. Also Jed McKay and Ryan Stegman.
Oh, really?
This is the J. Scott Campbell Magic cover. Beautiful book. They did do this one on issue 1 with Psylocke, a matching cover.
Oh, okay.
So, pretty fun. A lot of people out of all the X-Men books that were done, Uncanny, NYX, like all the other ones, people liked this one the least. I read it and liked it. I thought it was good. I don't know why people didn't like this one, but a lot of people said it didn't hit right the way it was supposed to. The team's a little like all over the place, but Cyclops is leading the team. They moved to like Alaska, and they're like staying in an old Sentinel factory. But most of the regular team is not with them. It's like Cyclops and Beast, and then you got Magic and Psylocke and Juggernaut and Kid Omega and a bunch of so no Wolverine, no Rogue, no Gambit. They're on the other team.
Wait. So they go to Alaska? What, did the Alaskan government or Alaskan state offer them money or some land?
I don't know.
What's going on?
Yeah, there was like a weird.
Why Alaska?
There was like a base up there they could go stay at, and it was an old abandoned like Sentinel base. And they're basically everyone's trying to get their footing back. So now Krakoa is over, so all the different X-Men and mutant teams have to like find their way in the world.
I'm not knocking on Alaska, just to be clear, but why? There's like 49 other states. They could have been in Hawaii. I mean, yeah, there's a Sentinel base. There's probably bases all over the place.
It's owned by Russia now, yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah, I'm guessing they don't want to be around people, so they're kind of out like in the middle of nowhere.
I can get that.
You know what I mean? Like they're trying to stay away from people.
I can get that.
But oh yeah, Andrew's like, love Kid Omega. He is really cool. He is fun. It's a different group of people. I think it's a lot of like really cool looking characters, but we'll see how they mix. Actually, like Juggernaut's actually a really fun character too. So
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I love it.
There you go. There you go. So good book. Good book. Next up, we've got, and I funny that they're doing this on all of them, but this is Werewolf by Night issue number 1, and this is a Red Band edition, and this book only came in Red Band edition that I'm aware of. I don't think you had an option to buy a non-Red Band edition, so it is the extra bloody, extra gory. That is cover A that comes with it. There's a bunch of variant covers that you could get for this book, but we'll see. I like Werewolf by Night. The 1 in 25 has Elsa Bloodstone on it, and it's freaking awesome looking.
Who's the artist?
I forgot, but it looks really good. And this one is, it's like Lou and Davilia, but I can't remember exactly. Maybe I have to look that one up. But I'm excited for this. This should be cool. Whenever they have Werewolf by Night, they always have Elsa. So we'll see if she is inside the Red Band edition. This was kind of like when they did the Blood Hunt, that they had plans to kick off more Red Band books. That it makes me wonder though, like how many of the bags you cut open, if they're going to be like worth more later on if they're in the bag. I want to read them, so I'm going to cut them open, right? And last but not least, we've got X Factor issue number 1. That's for the Legacy number 293. And I gotta see, like, I forgot who wrote this. So this is part of the new number 1s that are coming out for X-Men. And this is Mark Russell and Bob Quinn. Mark Russell and Bob Quinn. And they did do Scotty Young's for all of the X-Men number 1s. So this one works as well.
Oh, so what was the question? Who's the writer?
Yeah, for that one?
I think it's Jason Liu.
Yeah, okay, that sounds right. Jason Liu.
Jason Liu. Okay.
Oh yeah, Andrew says looking forward to X Factor. Yeah, this looked like a pretty crazy team. Like a lot of people, I mean, obviously you have like Havoc and Angel are on the team, but then there's some weird people like Mimic and some other strange characters I'm not as familiar with. But we'll see. I figured I'd read like each of the number 1s and kind of see which one feels the best, and then go from there. Before we get into the last book, we'll show the last book, and then Princess has a special job to do today. We've got the Ultimates issue number 3, and this is this one is Denzi Camp and Juan Frigeri, and this is part of the Ultimates. It's like it's like kind of a mini series, but they're doing inside the Ultimate Universe, where it's its own ongoing title, but it's been really good. We will do a quick review for you on this book. Before we do that, though, Princess, what is the book of the week?
Ooh.
We got a book of the week?
What is it?
What do you like the best, Zach? What's your favorite book?
I want to say the Campbell for the cover-wise. I want to say that.
Book of the week?
So is this the Elsa?
No.
Nope, that's not it.
No.
I really want to know.
It's driving me crazy. Oh, Princess choosing X-Men number 2.
Yeah.
The variant cover, J. Scott Campbell for book cover of the week. We won't know if it's the actual best read of the week until we read them.
Oh, is it that one?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The cover artist is Jeff DeCal.
Okay.
And it's a 1 in 50, that's why.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Oh, I thought it was 1 in 25.
And Red Band edition.
And a Red Band edition.
All right, guys. So, quick overview of the Ultimates. We've been reading. The team promised to read together and talk about every book that comes out in the Ultimate Universe. We'll see how long this goes. We're up to like issue 7 of the regular series and issue 3 of this Ultimate series. It's been fun. I think it's really exciting to read with these guys. The Ultimate Universe is a separate universe, not not the 616 that we're all used to. So it's a completely different universe that the maker, Evil Reed Richards, created and like jarbled it all up. So things that you knew are not what you knew, and everything's topsy-turvy. But the maker's been taken out of commission for 16 months, I think, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And now the heroes are trying to like make their comeback and get things back together. So the Ultimates is basically the Avengers, but you have a different group of people. So Zach, what happened in Ultimates issue 3?
So this issue is showing a little bit of the origin of the Hulk and where the gamma bomb or the gamma, problem happened, and it shows them on an island. It's kind of saying it's almost like Hawaii, but they're not saying Hawaii.
It does look like I got some like Moana
shirts.
vibes. I got some Moana vibes.
Yeah,
like,
they have the Hawaiian shirts on.
Which Hulk is alive as Banner in this universe, but he's a bad guy and he's part of the Maker's Council. He's also a pacifist too, which I thought was weird.
Yeah,
he's like a yoga pacifist.
Zen, man. Anyways, it shows a gamma explosion happening around the island. They're like, oh no, that doesn't look good. And then, showing all the like gamma rays falling down from the sky, landing on the people of Hawaii, kind of like place, some province that looks tropical. And then it shows, it gets in close to like a little girl. It's like, oh, this is kind of cool. Now, fast forward. Oh yeah, it shows like a little file.
There's a bunch of like really
that.
long confidential files in it. I read them.
I'm not reading.
I don't know if you need to read them, but it reads like a cleanup.
Yeah, it looks like a government document.
Yeah,
that's been redacted and some stuff went down.
Yeah, literally a government document.
So now it jumps ahead. They don't say how long. I'm guessing at least 10 to 15, years. 20 years.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe even longer. And it shows the Ultimates on the island, and there's Iron Lad, there's Sif, and there's Thor, and I don't see another one. I thought there was.
No, the 3, yeah. But I mean, Iron Lad is Tony, but in this universe, he's a young Tony, which is weird because Peter's an old Peter, but Tony's a young Tony. It's like opposite, right?
Yes. Young Peters and old Tonys, or old Tonys and young Tonys. All right, doesn't matter.
Young Tony.
Yeah, but they come in using the Asgard Uber, which is just lightning. All things
Deuce
to Thor.
Boy, what's up, man?
All things to Thor, and they drop in like, hey, what's going on here? What's up with all these lizards that are like way too big for It's impossible these lizards can just get this big. It's like, Thor's like, I've seen bigger.
In the toilet.
Yep. And then there's exactly. And then there was a big lizard that's like, hey, I'm almost like a little baby Godzilla come out. I was like, oh no, this is gonna be so bad. Let's fight. How long is it gonna be? 1 minute later, they took out that lizard like no problem. Doesn't even show the fight. What the heck? And
it's just like pulling the sword out of his head.
Yeah.
Like, this is just another Wednesday for us.
Another Wednesday. It's like, and then Thor's like bragging, like he always does. He's a braggart, saying, "I killed a lizard that ate all the scars in the sky, and I made him spit it out before they even went bad, or something like that." He said some weird word about worthy of a god, and let's see, I don't know what it says. Health, bloom health. Anyways, doesn't matter. And I guess there's gigantic.
It doesn't matter.
There's gigantic butterflies.
Yeah, everything's really
plants.
huge. Like they run into like a crab that's like massive, and then all the plants are huge. Obviously, it's like a gamma radiated island.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, "Oh, that's gonna be the worst thing ever, right? That giant lizard. That's gonna be the best or the worst thing about the island." And well, they were wrong. They were wrong because there's another dude that like runs up and starts taking them out, like no problem for a second at least. And it's like it's almost implied like might be like a Hulk or something, but it wasn't.
Green skin and does like the clap move, like.
Yeah, yeah. And Thor's like, and Iron Lad's are like, and Sif is like, oh no, we've met our match, and it comes pretty clear that it wasn't their match. It was a decent fight, but they got Thor on the side. And
I think the thing beats him up pretty good. I couldn't tell. Did he catch Thor's hammer and then threw it back at him, right?
No, he did like a backhand. It's like, no, not today.
And the hammer went back at Thor.
It ricocheted.
You can't ricochet Thor's hammer, can you?
He did.
I know, that's what I was wondering, like, was he, like, worthy?
No, I just think he used his strong hand, and Thor used his not so strong hand. And yeah, and then
I think he was worthy.
And then he punched Sith right in the face. Equal rights equals equal left. No, I'm joking. That's a horrible joke. Anyways, now Thor's like, all right, time to finish this.
Thank you, Deuce Boy.
I need to finish this, and this is how I'm going to do it. And he's get a big wind up, and he's about to take him out. Then suddenly, about to take out the lizard, and then suddenly you see someone say stop, and they say a very authoritative like voice. Very authoritative. There was even green around the stop, so you know it's important.
Like the gamma stop.
It said stop, but it's green light, so kind of weird. Okay, and then it's like a gigantic Hawaiian Hulk-looking lady.
Yeah, so She-Hulk is basically like Moana Hulk.
Yeah. It's Moana Hulk that's on steroids.
Yeah, Moana She-Hulk.
Yeah, it's not like hey, this is a big lady Hulk. This is like, hey, this is a big lady Hulk that goes to the gym like 24 hours a day and takes as much gamma ray protein as she needs. And she needs a lot. She needs a whole lot of love. Anyway,
Zach really likes the She-Hulk, huh?
Yeah. And they're like, okay, we'll stop for a second, but what are you gonna do about this thing? Why can't we kill it? And then she like kind of just walks over to the creature, starts singing the creature like a lullaby song, and then the creature gets smaller.
It turns into a baby.
Turns into a little baby.
It was the big creature they're fighting, the gamma creature, was actually a little baby, which makes me wonder if that's why it was worthy to swing the hammer.
Oh,
because it was actually just a baby. So why would it be? Wouldn't be like an evil baby.
It would be a boss baby.
But I thought that was interesting. A radiated gamma baby.
Yeah, I love the radiated gamma baby.
The weird part is if you look at the artwork in this though, like there's points where he tries to draw She-Hulk with kind of like a pretty face, but then has her on a very muscular body, and it's almost like he messes up their proportions a few times, where like her head looks really small and her body's like, oh.
Yeah, right. It's cool, but at the same time, it's like, I think this person got confused during the story. It's like, wait, what am I drawing again? I've been there. Well, she decides to take them back to her village and show them. They were hoping that they were going to find a Hulk army.
Yeah, she said there's a whole bunch of people that live here on Monster Island, which is... Monster Island's a real term in the Marvel Comics. It's a real place. Actually, Deadpool has been king of Monster Island at one point or another.
Should be.
And so, like, yeah, they're all excited. Iron Lad's like, hell yeah, you got a bunch of people in your village? We can make a Hulk army. We'll just stomp the heck out of everybody. And this is like, it's almost like sad at this point. Once you see the people that are in the village.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. And it shows, like, all these weird looking people. There's like a girl that looks like she's been stretched, but like not Mr. Fantastic stretched, like permanently stretched. Like her spine looks like it's all messed up, I bet you. There's one person that has no skin except for on the face.
It's like a straight. There's the one that's like a pure nervous system.
Yeah.
Where they're like, it's just a walking nervous system, and then she's like, he's in constant pain. If there's like a gust of wind, and he just hurts, he's like, do you want him to hold a gun?
Yeah. It's pretty sad. And then it shows like almost like looks like it should be the leader, but the leader's like head is way too big and the body's way too small, and he can't speak, he can't interact with anybody. It's very sad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I never noticed there's this dude with a crab arm.
Yeah.
But they don't show that guy very much. Just crab arm guy, and then you never see him again. And yeah, it goes on like, hey, what's it gonna take really to have us help you? It's like, hey, we're not leaving the island. This is our home. It would take a lot for you to get our help. Basically, what they're saying. And then they're trying to guilt trip them into it, and it's not working. She has strong beliefs, and it tells them her backstory of what happened to all the people that happened on the island. For the people that survived, it's a nightmare, but a lot of other people have been in a lot more pain than they have. It's really sad, really dark.
Yeah,
And,
it does get really somber, that like the end of this issue where, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know, like Flint, Michigan or something, where like they poisoned the water and all these people had to like deal with the bull crap of it. So
yeah,
yeah,
it's really
or
sad.
some of the islands in Hawaii that have all that extra radiation still left over on them.
Yeah, and then like it's like Ireland. It's like maybe we can help. Maybe we can help them. It's like, well, it would take this, this, and this to like fix it all. It's like, yeah, why don't you do it? It's like, it was like, hey, it's gonna be a lot of work. It's like, hey, isn't it worth it? Don't you want to do good in the world?
Yeah.
Stupid.
He's like, I guess we could do that.
Yeah, I guess we could do that. And they shake the arm, you know, like, okay, you do this, and this She-Hulk lady that's way too big, like 10 times She-Hulk on steroids, is going to help you. And like, okay, it's a deal. And forget the Hulk. Forget him. Who's like, I guess, the boss of the island.
Yeah.
Like, offside.
I guess like they were explaining like Hulk tests his radiation out on these people. So he's the one that's actually like dropping the bombs and screwing with them. And that's like how he made himself like more powerful or something.
And then it cuts to the scene, another scene, and then all you see first is, no, that won't do. And it shows the people, like Iron Lad and that She-Hulk lady, shaking hands, making that deal, and Hulk is watching.
From
and
a secret peephole.
Yeah, he's a lawyer. And he says, trespassing on sacred land, interfering with long-running experiments, forging destabilizing alliances, assemble the immortal weapons. These ultimates are starting to make me angry.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he's a pacifist too. So.
And it says 15 months remaining until the Maker gets back.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
So we're down to 15 months left. So what'd you think?
I think it was good. There was action, but it was all off story, so that kind of made me a little bit upset. But I mean, I liked how they introduced a bunch of new characters.
Yeah.
The writing was decent.
Yeah.
The art was here and there. I would say it's probably like a 3.8.
I go with that. I like that. You like this one, Princess? Yeah. I thought it was good. Issue 2, if you guys remember, they added in America Chavez, and then they added in, and then obviously in this one they added in She-Hulk. So they're just kind of like building up the team. I like that they didn't bring the whole group with this one. You know, like just kept it to like 3 characters, because technically they have in the first book they grabbed like Giant Man and the Wasp. So kind of nice just having like the three of them hanging out, collecting the new person. So good stuff. All right, guys, that wraps up the show. Everybody, thanks everyone for hanging out with us this week. We had some good stuff to talk about, new books. I love when we do Ultimates reviews. We'll keep that going. We'll see how long the universe goes for, how long we can keep doing it. But I think everyone's digging it. So do us a huge favor, guys. Hit the like button right now. Stop what you're doing. There's 20-something people in here. We can all hit it right now equally. Don't hit it twice, though. It might go away. John, what's up? How's it going? Han Solo in the house.
Han Solo.
And leave a comment down below, guys. Let us know what you think about the QR code or Ultimates or what new books you're reading. And Zach, you got anything special?
Yeah, you gotta share it. How you do that is you gotta help us get more subscribers. Why? We're almost at 3,000 followers. We're almost there. We're only 97,000 to 100,000. You gotta help us get us to the next level, and then they give us a plaque if we get to 100,000.
And the mushroom.
Do you see my crazy eyes? Do you see them? Let's get to 100,000. But first, we gotta get to 3,000, and that's how we get those subscriber gains. Let the Gainer Nation grow.
You heard it here first, brother.
I'm talking WWE, WWF, WCW, and Triple W. I don't know if there's a triple
That's
W.
www.
www. Brother.
All right, guys. Until we see you next time, stay safe and remember,
Get those gains!
choke slamming games.
Choke slam. Later. Oh, covering. Oh, no.
Stretch it out.
Stretch it out.
Stretch it out.